Welcome to my channel. My name is Luna Affinity and I'm an energy reader and channeler. Sit back, get cozy, and get ready for some readings. Hello friends, how are you? Hopefully you're having a you're doing laundry. Great day. So this is something we have done in the past, but I thought it would be fun to bring it back because it has been a minute. Bear with me here while I adjust my camera. So this music is so loud. Hold on a second. I gotta fix that. It's just so loud to me. So the Luna Affinity Casino, okay? First of all, if you guys have yes or no questions, go ahead and throw those at me because I'll be answering those as well. But essentially, oh, that's supposed to say every donation over $15. Why? Remove. Hold up a second here. It's definitely supposed to say every donation over 15. Sorry about that. Let me fix it. So every donation over $15 will get to play in the Luna Affinity Casino, where you choose your fate. And what that means is that you have 2 chances to roll the number that you choose. And if you get that number, if we roll that number, you will get a free 10-card reading. If you roll the first time, like let's say you pick a 4 and I roll, and well, it's not gonna, let's try that again. Let's say you pick a 4 and I get a 2. You have the chance to roll again to see if you can get that 4, or you can do the spin the wheel that we have here. Let me add that to the picture. Let me pull that up here. All right, so share my screen. All right, so this is the wheel. Hopefully you guys can see that just fine. We have higher self messages, love and romance, shadow and light, angels and guides, and career and life purpose. So if you decide, let's just say you want to roll, like let's just say we'll start over. We'll say, you say, hey Luna, I want to do a 3. So we roll and we get a 5. Then you'll say, I actually don't want to take another chance and miss out on a win. So I want to do a guaranteed win. Let me spin the wheel. So then we would spin the wheel. And you would get love and romance in this situation. I would pull love and romance oracle. If you have a question to ask in regards to love and romance, you could ask that. And then that way you just get a little something for free. All right. All of the donations over 15 get a chance to play, and all you have to do is donate the way that you normally would. This is just a way to get something extra. All right. There's no risk because it's the same prices that they always would be. You just have an opportunity to either get an extra oracle reading or get an extra 10-card reading for free. Hopefully that makes sense. But in the meantime, we have the ability to answer some free yes or no questions. So we have about 8 minutes left of that. So if you guys have yes or no questions you'd like to ask, go ahead and post those in the chat. Did you eat dinner? Did I eat dinner? No. No, not necessarily. I had food before I came on the last live stream, and it was just cereal. That's all I had. And then in between, because like after I got off of here, like from earlier today, I applied to some jobs, and then I ate some salsa and chips and salsa. And I occasionally like salsa ranch, so I'll mix like ranch and salsa together, and that's really good. But today I did salsa over cream cheese, which is like something I grew up eating in my Spanish household. They always had like a block of cream cheese with salsa poured over top of it, like at my grandparents' house. I don't know if that's like a thing that everyone does, but I've grown up like really loving that. So I had that for a snack. And then for dinner, I'll probably do like maybe, because like last night I did scrambled eggs with ham and avocado taco, like breakfast tacos. So I'll probably make that again tonight for dinner. I know, I'm such a foodie too. I also have the ability to make buttered noodles, and I ran out of Parmesan, which I usually like to sprinkle Parmesan onto it. But I can probably make like an Alfredo, like a pink Alfredo sauce with maybe some like red pepper flakes and garlic, and it won't have, I could probably actually put bacon in it if I wanted to. And just make like a macaroni, like a bowl of macaroni. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It's an ingredient household over here. I have to figure things out from scratch. But it lets me get creative. I don't have much. I do need to get to the store. So does anybody have any yes or no questions they like to ask? Let's pull out light sears. We haven't used light sears in a minute. Oh, I'm sure I will. I usually food prep, or I've been doing food prep lately. So I was thinking that this time around I would make fried rice. I like, basically, like, you know how like you can buy like frozen dinners and you have them in your fridge, and whenever you want something to eat, you just pop it in the microwave. I like to do that with like homemade food. So I have like these Tupperware containers, these glass storage containers. Hey there. Hi, Lena. How are you? And basically I'll make like one, usually at least one meal, and portion it out. And then that way they're in the fridge, and whenever I'm hungry, I can just grab one out and heat it up. So I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the pepper pasta that I made before. That's so good to me. And then I was going to make fried rice. And then that way I have like 6 to 8 meals ready to go in the fridge that I can eat. Because I have like food fixations. Like I get hyper fixated on specific types of food, and I don't mind eating it like 5 times in a row. It doesn't bother me. Lena, I'm doing well, thank you. Our free list is about to be closed. Did you have a question you'd like to ask? Yes, it's a free yes, no. I'm a little discombobulated because my mouse that I always use, it died on me and I have to recharge it. So I feel like I'm working left-handed right now. Does Michael still care about Earth Angel? Does Michael still care about Earth Angel? Oh, I forgot. I also have pierogies in the freezer, and I also have shrimp in the freezer as well. So maybe I could do like a Cajun shrimp macaroni. I am getting a yes, Earth Angel. I have the Knight of Wands. This person still has passion for you. I had brown rice with red beans and garlic. I love red beans and rice. Garlic shrimp and marinara sauce. That sounds good. Yeah, the pasta that I make, Rising Storm had asked me the other day, and I told her, and she's like, "Oh my god, that sounds good," because her and I are in the same boat. We both really love like green bell peppers. Well, any kind of bell peppers are good. Let me answer this question real quick. Will Lena marry the person on her mind? Will Lena marry the Scorpio? All right, I am getting a no, Lena. 4 of Swords in the Moon. 4 of Swords in the Moon. I'm getting a no for you, girl. There's more to come from your life. There's more to come from. Well, that's interesting too, because Scorpio energy is the moon. Yeah, I feel like there's something else out here for you. Beautiful love. Do you see CDY going to reach out in the next month from now or 2? Show me a yes or a no. Beautiful love here from CDY within the next 2 months. Well, beautiful love here from CDY. It looks like I'm a little blurry on screen. I feel like this is a tough one. Let me confirm with the rods. Because of course I have a maybe at the bottom of my deck. I think it might still be a maybe, but let me confirm with the rods here. Spirit, can you confirm either a yes or a no? Yes for more than likely or no for unlikely? Well, beautiful love here from CDY within the next 2 months. Please show me a yes or a no. See, they're even hesitant. I'm getting, honestly, beautiful love, I think it's 50-50. I am getting a no, but I feel like even that was hesitant. I feel like it's still up in the air at this time. There's no conclusive answers. One of like the magic 8-ball thing where it says like try again later. You're welcome, Earth Angel. So I Speak says, I went to a restaurant here in Miami called Moon Thai and ordered grilled well done salmon and teriyaki sauce with fried rice and a side of chipotle ranch sauce. Oh my god, that sounds so good. And I'm not even crazy about salmon, but I think that sounds delicious. Yeah, so the pasta that I made, let me pull it up. So basically what I will do is I will like boil whatever pasta I want on the side. I usually do spaghetti for this particular meal. And then I will fry up bacon and ham. And then I'll cut up bell peppers. If you have tomato on hand or spinach, like if you have a lot of produce in your fridge that you want to make sure it doesn't go to waste. It's so good I cry all the time, or cry inside all the time. That's so funny. I bet you could make those at home too. I bet you could make some variation of it, I'm sure. And so like if you have like tomato, mushroom, bell peppers, spinach, like whatever basically you have in your fridge, if you're like, oh my god, if I don't use this today, it's gonna go bad, then you can just throw that all in there. So essentially I'll saute like all the vegetables in the same pan that I cooked the bacon and ham in. Of course I'll strain all the fat and stuff out of there, but I'll cook it in the same pan so it has like that nice bacon flavor. And then I'll start to add everything in. I'll make like a cream-based roux. So I'll use sometimes cream cheese if I have it. I'll use heavy cream, minced garlic, red pepper flakes, basically like whatever I feel in the moment. I keep a lot of like adobo seasonings and stuff like that on hand. So I have this like chicken bouillon brand as well that I'll like sprinkle that in, like basically whatever sounds good, whatever I have on hand at the time. And basically it makes almost like an Alfredo sauce, but I'll put sun-dried tomato pesto in there as well. It's just like a mix of all kinds of stuff, but it like comes together very, very well. And then I will add back in the crumbled pieces of ham and bacon. and then I'll throw in the pasta that I cooked and like mix it all up. And that's probably one of my favorite dinners I've made. And honestly, I didn't follow a recipe for that. Like, I didn't follow a recipe. I just was like, hey, I've got all this veggies in the fridge. It's going to go bad. I need to find a way to use it. And I made it, and it was kind of like a very happy accident. Hey, Day. Yes, girl, you can donate. I believe you'll be the first person, actually. I got it. Thank you. All right. So what are we doing for you tonight, girl? In depth. Okay. In depth. Does Rodney see himself being in a relationship with me? I posted I went on a date the other day on Facebook and got mad and all hell broke loose. Oh, geez. All right, Spirit, does Rodney see himself being in a relationship with Day? Does Rodney see himself being in a relationship with Day, please? All right, let me move this out of the way. I have so many decks, y'all. They're just all over the place. I make this look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing for you. He's trying to see himself being in a relationship with Day. I like this glare. I'm all over the place, y'all. Mercury retrograde started yesterday. Can you tell? Can you tell? All right, it's gonna have to have a glare. I don't know what to do about it. Trying to see himself being in a relationship. So you said this one is in depth, right? So you need in depth. So first out, what I'm seeing, and we'll go deeper into this, but I am getting, yes, that he wants to be in a relationship with you. The Chariot being the first thing out indicates that he has a sense of direction of where he wants this connection to go. I am getting that he feels like you're his, that, you know, no one else can have you, no one else should have you. I feel as though he does not want you to be even looking at anyone else, which is interesting because it sounds like you guys are not officially together, but he's in this place where he feels like you're his and you shouldn't be with anyone else. He's here feeling like you are his happiness, and I have with the Six of Cups that he wants to unite with you or reunite with you, however this makes sense. The idea of you dating other people or being with someone else does give him a lot of like frustration. The Five of Swords talks about conflict, internal conflict. So I feel like he doesn't necessarily want to show how upset he is about this, but I feel like he's in this place where he's just like reactive. So the fact that you said like all hell broke loose and all of that stuff makes sense because he wasn't like emotionally regulating. He wasn't thinking about how he was coming across. He was just reacting. His feelings were getting the best of him at that time. With the Queen of Pentacles, it shows me that he views you as his wife, his girlfriend, his lover, his person. And I feel as though, you know, he does not want to compromise on this whatsoever. I do feel like he wants you in a relationship. He does not want to, he doesn't basically want you looking at anyone else. I think honestly, maybe that you might resonate with the fact that he should have been more clear about that, just because of the fact that, you know, you probably didn't know like where you stood or what you meant to him. So you're probably a little bit confused as to why this is happening. The main thing that I'm getting is that you're his source of like happiness. Right, don't play games. You're his main source of happiness. It's kind of what he's showing me here with the sun. So that makes me feel like to some extent he needs to express that to you. He needs to get the point across there. He's looking at the future with the Two of Wands. This is making me feel like he's thinking about what's next. You know, he's looking out outside of himself, and he's thinking about, you know, what does he want the next steps to look like, and he's considering this a lot. I would say you're on his mind quite a bit. I do feel like if you lucky, you should have put a ring on it, you know? I feel like if you don't want if he doesn't want you to go out and do these things, then he needs to commit to it. But I do see here that he does have a sense of direction of where he wants us to go. And it is a yes, that he does want this to be a relationship. The Eight of Swords talks about, well, first of all, these two cards here, these two right here, they talk about internal conflict and internal restriction, and basically him making problems out of nothing, like that he could so easily solve this issue for himself, but he chooses to be complicated. He chooses to like make this more difficult than it really needs to be, but that's a him issue, right? I do see with the Ace of Swords some good new communication that's more clear coming towards you from him. So you could be on the lookout for him expressing more of his thoughts on this. I don't know if there'll be a lot of emotion behind it, but I do feel like it's going to bring you more clarity. And I feel like you'll be receiving some, I guess, some more give and take from him. You'll be noticing more effort from him. Did you have any questions about that? Trying to see if there's like a way to block that reflection. Oh, that has a reflection too. They all do. Oh, I guess if they have that like coating on them, they reflect off the light. You're very welcome. All right, so second is an in-depth question. Dave, I wanted to let you know that I have not received the second one. I got the first one at 9:20, which was about 12 minutes ago for me. And I haven't seen the second one come through. Oh wait, I think it just came through. I think it just came through there. Yep, it came through. All right, perfect. So your second question. And also, Dave, make sure that you stay in here after this reading, because you'll get a chance to win a 10-card reading. We're going to roll the dice in a minute to see if you won it, okay? So stay put. I will do that for you just after this next donation here. Perfect. All right, so what advice do I need to graduate with my nursing degree? I got into the program now. I'm just preparing myself for the schoolwork. Well, congratulations. What advice does Day need? Let's see. What advice do you have for Day, please, to graduate with nursing degree? What does she need to do? Be on the lookout for? Okay, that's a little distorted. I'm sorry about that. That's the King of Cups. Okay, so the first thing they're saying is like make good and right judgment calls. So for example, basically have some good sense about you. Use your common sense is kind of what they're saying. So like if something happens where you're like, I need to either, I guess what they're giving me is like an example of like go out with your friends or study. Just make sure you're studying. Unfortunately, your social life is going to go on the back burner during this process, is kind of what they're showing me. You know, your body, listen to your intuition. Your body's going to intuitively tell you like, hey, I've been hitting the books for way too hard, or I have been studying or learning or whatever it is for way too long, for way too hard, and I need a break. That's good for my health. Follow that gut instinct. But if you feel like you're getting distracted too often or too easily, I feel like Spirit is saying just make sure that you keep your wits about you, make sure that you keep, you know, good sense in your decisions and you make the right judgment call. Another thing that they're saying here, with the Lovers and the Two of Cups makes me feel like partnerships are going to be really important to you. It's going to be really important that you make sure that you have, I guess, someone to bounce things off of, to make sure that you have like a partner or a group of people who have the same goals and mindsets of you. As you, the people that you surround yourself with are good influences. They're not distractions, but also people that might be going through the same things you are, maybe finding friends if you don't have any already within the program, so that way you guys can learn together, grow together. If you have to pass exams and things like that, I don't know much about these nursing programs, so I don't really know what you'll be doing in this program. But if, for example, it requires studying or it requires like, you know, making sure that you're prepared for a test or exam or whatever, that you guys are you're able to lean on other people to help you through that process. Because I feel like when you put so much effort and you put all of your focus into one thing and you don't really nourish the other parts of your life, it can feel like burnout. And so I feel like Spirit's saying it's important that you're relying on other people, especially if they're like-minded or they have similar goals to you, maybe other people who are trying to get their nursing degree as well, because then you'll feel that camaraderie and you'll feel like you're a part of something. Even if you can't fully delve into it, you can still feel like you're a part of something that's, so you don't feel alone, so you don't feel lonely, you know. Good, I'm glad to hear that. What else am I getting? Oh, wow. So I have the whole mindset right here, over here. in regards to leaning on people that are going through the same thing that you're going through. And I didn't even realize that over here, the Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles does talk about like teamwork. It talks about working with someone else or working with other people who might be able to help further along your agenda. And maybe two heads are better than one, you know? So I feel like maybe find a small group of people who maybe you have really good strengths that the other person could use, and vice versa. It's really important to kind of like network in that way. Spirit is saying to continue your grit and your hustle, and you're probably gonna get to a point where you're going to feel very like discouraged, or feel like, you know, you're just like, oh, I just don't know if this is what I want to do. But don't make rash decisions. Don't make decisions very hastily. Like, really allow yourself to feel through your frustrations or feel what you're going through, but stick it out. The Temperance card here talks about like having patience, understanding, doing things in moderation. You are going to have to dive really deep into this program, but at the same time, if you are saying to yourself, I'm only going to be doing better by taking a break, then you need to take a break, because we are only human and we can only do and endure so much. But the main thing is like, make sure that you're using your common sense when making decisions. Lean on other people so that you don't feel so alone in this process. Don't give up, basically. I feel like Spirit is giving you a little like nudge, right? And saying like, this is what you're here to do. You're so close, you know? And celebrate the small wins is something else that they're saying for you or your friend or whatever it is like, whenever you accomplish or achieve something, however small it may seem, celebrate it, embrace it, and be in that energy, because it's going to be like a long process. It's going to be a draining thing that you're going through, and all of those feelings are going to be normal. But it's important that you really savor the moments of your wins, however big or small. Celebrate. Get yourself a pizza, drink a glass of champagne, go out to dinner, reward yourself, because you are working hard and that deserves to be recognized. You're very welcome. So, Dave, the name of the game is called Choose Your Fate. So essentially you have up to 2 chances to win. So let me zoom in a little bit really quickly here. So, all right. So intuitively, you're going to pick a number 1 through 6. And let me know what that number is. Now, let's say you want to do 3. And I roll and you roll a 3. Then you get a 10-card reading for free. If after that first roll, you don't get a 3, you can either try again for a 10-card reading and you just get 1 more chance, or you can spin the wheel of fate, which I put on the screen and hopefully you can see that. And that wheel of fate will pick a category that will do a reading for you on, and that's a guaranteed win. So hopefully that makes sense. So all I need is for you to just pick a number 1 through 6 and let me know what's calling to you. Use your intuition. Don't second guess yourself. The first number that you felt, whatever that is, go with that number. All right, so 6 is calling to you. So we are going to roll and see if you get a 6. And if we do, you get a 10 card reading. And if we don't, I'll let you know what the next step is going to be, okay? All right. We got a 3. So you have the option of rolling again for a 6. Or if you just want a guaranteed win, then we can spin the wheel of fate. So let me know what you like to do. Do you want to take another chance at a 6? Or do you want a guaranteed win? All right, let's do it. I'm just trying to like make sure we're like really, you know. All right. Ah, dang it. I'm sorry, girl. I was really rooting for you. You got a 1 for the second. But thanks for playing. I just do this as like something fun extra to do because you basically are paying for your reading, you know. You get what you paid for, but this is just like something extra just in case. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Day. I'm gonna throw that back in. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a last call on readings for tonight. So if anyone is in here would like to donate, go ahead and get that sent over.
A sake chuggy.
All right, guys, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. I hope y'all have a lovely rest of your night, and I will see you guys soon. If I'm not here tomorrow because I'm going to be babysitting in the morning, I will see you guys this weekend for sure. All right, bye.